Hey guys, what's going on? I want to take a quick second to go over a top 10 list of my, this is my top 10 graded baseball card collection. This might not be in order of most valuable, or it might not be in order of my most expensive. This is just kind of be my personal opinion, the top 10 of my collection. Anyway, without further ado, here we go. We're going to start with number 10. We have a 1968 Topps Johnny Bench rookie card. You know, arguably probably one of the greatest catchers of all times on a mean red machine team that won a couple of back-to-back World Series. And, you know, I think this is a must-have and still reasonably priced rookie card of a Hall of Famer from the 60s. So here we go. Number 9. Arguably one of the best power hitting third baseman there is, the 1975 Topps George Brett. Some of you might realize that 75 Topps set is kind of iconic with the bright colors. That set also includes a Robin Yount, Fred Lynn, Gary Carter, Jim Rice rookie cards, plus Ron LaFleur, I believe, is in there. If you don't know him, that's the guy that Billy Martin got out of jail to play baseball for the Tigers. Kind of an interesting story how it goes back. Anyway, that is a PSA 7. It's a gorgeous card, crisp corners and edges, well centered. I think what it is there's a small print defect just below the L on Royals, which is why, and I say the back is a little off center left to right, but it presents extremely well. Very proud to have that in my collection. Next up, we have a 2000 Topps traded Chrome Topps traded Miguel Cabrera PSA 10. Being in Michigan, we had to have a Tiger in here, right? This is a card that has a very low pop count. And as a Tiger fan, I did pick it up years ago, and it was relatively cheap. I think I only paid like $140 for it or something like that. During the last boom, I'd seen one sell for like $2,200. I think they've cooled right back down to right near 1,000, maybe a little under 1,000. For all of you set registry collectors, this is probably one you want to put on your radar because it does have a low pop count. If you wanted to add it to your Hall of Fame set registry, to go ahead and pick it up. Like it says, it is a lot lower of a pop count. Coming up next at number 6, we have the Captain. This is a 93 SP Derek Jeter PSA 6. This is a card that, like, I feel I needed to have in my collection. I want to have in my collection. The irony is, I mean, growing up, my name is Derek, so I was naturally a Derek Jeter fan. I mean, always sported the Yankees gear and stuff growing up. And he's from Michigan, and I live in Michigan right now. So this is only a PSA 6. I would love to upgrade it to a PSA 8 eventually. Now that prices are coming back down, I see PSA 8s now going around $750 to $800 range. It is on my close radar to pick up and upgrade. I think I'll be happy with an 8 on that, so I'd like to upgrade that, and I'll probably sell the 6, but that is going on there. Coming up next, we have a 1960 Topps Carl Yastrzemski PSA 5. This is, you know, just one of those iconic 1960 rookie cards. I think is very undervalued. It is seeing some love lately as the prices are climbing. So, longtime Boston Red Sox legend, great hitter. He won a Triple Crown before. He was the last Triple Crown winner before Miguel Cabrera just did it. And I just did it a couple years ago, but see, there we go. We got a couple of Triple Crown winners right next to each other. Coming up next, Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. When I first started to get into graded rookie Hall of Famers, that was one of the first ones I got, was a 69 Reggie. It's only a 4.5. I would like to get a 6 or a 7 out of it, but I mean, patience is a thing, and I'm just happy to have one. I've had a few raw copies over the years and, you know, bought and traded and sold. But, you know, now that I do have a graded copy in my collection, I'd like to slowly upgrade it and we'll go from there. But Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, power hitter for the Yankees and the A's. Coming up next, yep, another Tiger. Here we go. This is a 1954 Topps Al Kaline PSA 4. I actually happened to pick that up literally like a couple months before he had died. It's one of those things I every once in a while look, see, you know, who the oldest living Hall of Famers are. P.S. right now it's Willie Mays, so with the passing of Hank Aaron last year, Willie Mays is the oldest living Hall of Famer, so if you wanted to pick up any of his stuff at a decent price, now would be the time to do it. But anyway, I picked up this Al Kaline a little before he passed. Prices surged a little bit, and being a Tiger, I thought, no, I'm just going to hold on to it for my PC, and I'm glad I did. I mean, I don't know what the card is valued at now. I think I only have a couple $100 into it, so to me, it's worth it to hold on to it for that. So, coming up next, the Man of Steel. Growing up, besides Derek Jeter, one of my favorite guys to watch was Ricky Henderson play. When I played ball, I led off, and I used to love to steal bases. It's nowhere near as fast as him or as powerful a hitter as him, but you always, you know, you're awestruck with the man of talent that Ricky Henderson was. Granted, he played for a lot of years. He does hold a lot of unbreakable records, I feel. Obviously, the all-time stolen base leader, the single-season stolen base leader, leadoff home runs, runs scored. I think, though, those records are untouchable and unbreakable. And I think everybody's got to have a 1980 Topps Ricky Henderson in their PC. It doesn't have to be a nice one, a raw one. You can still get raw ones very cheap, you know, in the $15 to $20 range. Other than that, this is an 8.5. I'd love to get a 9, but 9s have now priced themselves right out of my wheelhouse. I don't feel comfortable spending a couple grand on a 1980 Topps Ricky Henderson. Coming up next, 1968 Topps Nolan Ryan. Here's another one, guys, of unbreakable records. You know, let's go ahead and talk about career strikeouts. Nobody talks about that. Let's talk about longevity. That man right there played for like 27 seasons, over 5,000 strikeouts, 7 no-hitters. You know, he captured multiple generations of fans. That was one of the cards that was like a holy grail card when I was growing up. Obviously, because even back then, 52 Mantles were untouchable, and nobody cared about, you know, the pre-war cards, the 33 Goodies, 1909 T206s, stuff like that. Nobody cared about that. I shouldn't say that. The people in my group, obviously the old guys did, but, you know, so outside of the 52 Mantles, the 68 Nolan Ryan was like a holy grail card. Everybody wanted one. Everybody had to have one. And there's no shortage of them either, guys. There's plenty of them out there. I mean, you can still get a low-grade one now for a couple $100. And by all means, I think it should be a staple in everyone's PC. Just, you know, the man's a legend. So, coming up next, this is my #1 card in my collection. This is a 53 Bowman color Mickey Mantle. It is a PSA 3.5. It presents well. It looks nice. Let me tell you, I wanted an early Mantle in my collection. He is in the pinstripes in this. The 51 Bowman, 52 Topps, even 53 Topps have priced themselves right out of my wheelhouse, but looking in, it was between the 52 Bowman and this 53 Bowman color that I really liked, and this happened to present itself at a really reasonable price, so I grabbed it from my PC. I'm very happy with it, as, you know, holding the reins as the #1 card in my PC. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This is a Money Magnet. This is one of my forms of alternative investments, and I love sports cards.